Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Well, the holidays are almost upon us and I have a friend named Keith, and this recipe is for you, Keith. It's a gluten-free peanut butter cookie because so many people can't have gluten, whether they have celiac or allergies or they're just on a GF diet and they don't want to partake of gluten, and that's fine. It's hard to find a Christmas cookie or a holiday cookie that doesn't have gluten in it. So this one's for you. It's awesome. It's a peanut butter cookie, and we're gonna zhuzh it up a little bit for the holidays with some melted candy melts and chocolate, and it's gonna be divine. But before I get started, I want you to click that notification button because I want you to become a subscriber. I don't want you to miss any of my tips or videos. So click the button, folks. I really love having you in my kitchen. It's a lot of fun. I feel like I have a friend with me. So I'm calling these holiday gluten-free peanut butter cookies because we're sort of, putting that little string of pearls on that little black dress and really sort of giving it a little bit of a, little fancy schmanciness. So peanut butter cookies, especially gluten-free, are super easy. So one bowl, I do chill them for a little while. You roll them in balls, so like molded. So you roll them in balls, and then I flatten them with a fork, and then they bake in the oven. Because they're gluten-free, they're going to be very soft when they come out of the oven. If you let them cool, they're going to firm up, but they melt in your mouth. They're awesome. They're awesome. In an electric mixing bowl, 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. You can't do peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, whatever butter you want. Peanut butter, 1 cup. And I put it in here because I didn't want you to see me struggling getting every last bit out of my measuring cup. 1 cup of dark brown sugar. And that's a key ingredient, and I'll tell you why. So we're going to get that in there. That's 1 cup packed of dark brown sugar. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So dark brown sugar, baking soda, dark brown sugar, they sort of go together because baking soda needs an acid to react to form what's known as a neutralization reaction so that it forms carbon dioxide gas bubbles to help our cookies to rise. Why is that important? Because they're gluten-free. And gluten-free, usually wheat flours that form gluten are able to have air and carbon dioxide get stuck in the gluten to help stretch it and form strength and structure and a little puff. We don't have that here. We don't have that luxury because they're GF. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda along with the with the dark brown sugar is going to be our friend and really help produce some carbon dioxide bubbles. 1 large egg, the whole large egg, all right? And 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Make sure it's pure vanilla extract. It really makes a difference, folks. It really, really does. Paddle attachment, all right? You can do this by hand, but I do prefer to do this in the mixer. It's just a lot easier. And all you're going to do, put it on medium speed and mix it till it forms a dough. It's going to do it any second. And then when you're done forming that dough, we're going to put it in a bowl and cover it with plastic wrap and just chill it. You can even freeze it at this point if you want to make them later. Date them, label them, and make them another time after you thaw them. But basically what you're doing is, we're done. What you basically want to do is form that dough and let it chill because you see it's really a loose dough. It's really not rollable. You're not going to be able to roll them. You could, if you don't want to wait, you could scoop them with an ice cream maker, but they'll come out so much shapelier, ooh la la, if you use the chilling method. All right, so we're going to chill them first. All right, and get this out of here, but you can see, yum. They make about 24 cookies, so about 2 dozen. Yes, you can increase this by as many times as you want, and you will. And they freeze beautifully too. So I'm just going to put them in here. like I said, they're not quite something I could call the consistency of Play-Doh where I could roll it easily. So I really do want that a little bit more stiff. So I'm going to put them in for about 30 minutes in the fridge, but you can even do it a few days before you need it, whenever you want to do it. Or you could do it like I have friends who just keep dough like this. You could shape it into a round and just plop little bits of them on a sheet pan, freeze them. Have peanut butter cookies, GF peanut butter cookies, whenever you want. So it's perfect. All right, so I'm going to put these in, for like anywhere from 30 minutes. It could be an hour, whatever you want to do. 30 minutes. If you want to speed it up, throw them in your freezer for about 10 minutes. All right, and I'll see you back. My holiday gluten-free peanut butter cookie dough, I put it in the refrigerator for about 15-30 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes. You can even, like I said, put it in the freezer. So it's pretty malleable, okay? So I have my fork and I have a parchment lined sheet pan. My oven is on 350 degrees Fahrenheit and I have a tablespoon measure. You can make them as big as you want. I mean, if you really want to make them big. But I have about a tablespoon measure here, all right, and just dig it out if you have to. If your hands are not moist enough, you can put a little tiny bit of water on them, not a lot, not oil, water. And I'm just going to roll them in balls, okay, like that. And then I'm going to put them on a sheet pan. I'm going to keep doing that. And I should get about 24. So you can do, if it's a big sheet pan, you can probably get maybe more than 12 on each sheet pan. But give them a little space. They're not going to grow too much. And I'm going to show you because I'm going to take a fork, all right, and I'm going to fork down one way and then go 90 degrees and fork it the other way, okay? And that's what you're going to get. All right, so they're going to look like that. And then we are going to cover them with some chocolate or candy melts that are, holiday themed. You could do green and red. You could do just dark chocolate and white chocolate. You could do whatever you want. You could do blue chocolate, blue melted candy melts for Hanukkah with dark chocolate, anything you wanted. So I'm going to continue to roll some tablespoon-sized balls of my peanut butter, gluten-free peanut butter dough, yum yum, and I'm going to fill up my pans. I have another one just in case it runs over. Bake them for about 12 minutes, that's it. And that's exactly what I wrote in my recipe, 12 minutes. They're going to puff up a little. They're not going to get really hard. Don't expect them to get hard. Take them out and don't touch them. They will firm up as they cool. Remember what I said, there's no gluten. No gluten. Gluten gives structure and strength to all baked goods, and they don't have any. So let them get to room temperature. They'll firm up, and then we can decorate them for the holidays. All right, see you back. So my holiday gluten-free peanut butter cookies came out of the oven, and they're beautiful, you can see. And just to sort of gild the lily and zhuzh them up a little for the holidays, I've melted some red candy melts that I've melted and put in a spritz bottle, and some green candy melts. You can use semi-sweet, bittersweet chocolate. You can melt all that, whatever you want to do, and just make sure you wipe it down. And then you can just have at it and just make sure it's like that and just spritz it. You see what I'm doing? And just sort of spritz it, drizzle. You could even use a plastic bag and just cut the corner. Looks really, really pretty. So do whatever you want. You can do blue candy melts. You could just do this with chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, anything you want. But I'm just sort of making it really pretty, taking a really, really simple cookie and saying, you know what? It's the holidays. So this will really make it look, woo! All right, hold on. Stuff happens. It's a real kitchen. Here we go. All right. So, all right, here we go. You know what I'm going to do? Let's see if I can get this out of here. Hold on. Okay. We got a little think it's the wrong, maybe the wrong top for this, but it looks very pretty, very festive. We had a little red chocolate incident, but I'm not going to tell anybody if you don't. Okay? And this is a real kitchen. This happens. This happens in restaurants. This happens everywhere. At your Aunt Edda's, everybody, everywhere, okay? Everyone's got a story to tell. If you got a story to tell, let me know. But look at these. These are beautiful. They almost look plaid, like Christmas plaid. They look really, really good. So, Keith, these cookies are for you. They're all gluten-free, and I hope you and your family enjoy them. I hope you become a subscriber. Till next time.